Hey guys. How's everybody doing? Hi Cat. Hi Mark. Trash Cat. Divine, hello. I'm glad you could make it. And I totally understand if you have to fall asleep after working that many hours. And Grasshopper was here earlier, so I'm not sure if he's still here or not. Caleb, hello. And I think that might be it. Frank stopped by to say hi like he always does. He's always first. So right now I'm by myself. I don't know if Bob's coming or not. I haven't heard anything from him. I know he had to work he was at the ARC last night, so he might be there again tonight. I have no idea. And Blackie is going to be late, he said, so because he had some stuff to do before he joined us. So it might just be me for a little bit. But hello, everybody. StreamYard says there's only 3 people in here, so probably some of the people I said hi to are gone. But let me get over to the YouTubes, and then I will post a link if anybody wants to join me. Like I say, I have no idea if anybody's here, but if nobody shows up and nobody wants to talk, then we might just have to end it early. I don't know. Okay, go to my channel, and then over to my live stream, which is right there. Like I say, it's Tuesday Takeover, so there's Grasshopper and there's Trash Cat. It's the Punchy Show. Yeah, right now that's what it is. It is the Punchy Show. Okay, let me I'll put the link up. Oh my gosh, we have I'll tell you guys right now, we have a thunderstorm just hitting right now. So it's like the wind, and I can hear a little bit of rumbling. So yesterday we had thunderstorms all day and the power went off for a while. So we'll hopefully not lose the power, because that would be kind of embarrassing, especially since I'm by myself. But all of a sudden, if I leave, that's what happened. I am not sure where Bob is. I haven't heard anything from him. He didn't make any comments on anything, but let me check Facebook and see if I see him around at all. I don't know if he even saw it. He might be at the ARC, or he might have gone to bed. Who knows? So Blackie says, I'll likely be late today. I just got out of bed and have a bunch of stuff to do before. So that's what's going on with him. I don't see where Bob even saw that one, so I'll throw it up again just in case. If I can post it on his just in case, but it says that he was active on Facebook 9 minutes ago, so I don't know. You heard Bob is at a 9 Inch Nails concert tonight? Yeah, you never know. It could be. Oh, dear. So what's everybody else got going on? There's not much, obviously not much happening here. Just working on stuff. I've actually been working on the puppy, and when I get his head done, I'll probably show everybody. Which will probably be sometime tonight, but I hate to work on it right now, because then there's absolutely nobody to do any talking if I stop and start drawing. And that's just not kosher. So we shall see what happens. And what are you doing, little shit? What butt am I doing next? I am not sure. I need to find a butt, huh? You never know. Right now I'm working on a dog, but it's not a dog butt. I just did do some goldfish butts. I'll show you guys real quick. I have it here beside. Yeah, there it is. Goldfish butts. Oh, there's Bob. Hello, Bob.
Hey.
Got goldfish
butts.
Yeah. Yep. And if anybody's interested in this, I would take a starting bid. It's 4 inches by 5 inches. And I'd take a starting bid of $40 for that one because it's a little bit smaller than like I usually do, like a 5x7. So it's kind of halfway in between. So what do you got going on? I saw the pictures that you were at the Ark yesterday of that cute little beagle.
Oh yeah, she's a hellion. We had our board meeting tonight. And that's pretty much it. I finally got to mow the yard at the Ark today.
Says he updated. Did you put the buffalo or the goldfish butts on there? I'm gonna have to take a look and see.
Divine, that's my kind of conversation.
On the link tree.
For my concerts.
Oh, I don't see it. It takes me to the link tree, but it doesn't show me what picture's on it. Everybody's links.
Tits and ass.
So where's Floyd?
I'll give you one guess.
He's in the bathroom looking at the mirror.
Yep. While I was making my coffee, I poured me a few nuts that I'm finishing up and ate some Doritos with salsa on them, and guess who had to have some of all that?
Oh, nice. So how's the snake breeding going? You got any females yet that are getting eggs?
No, I have that one out. What stream did I have that snake out on? Was it Reptiles or?
I think it was
Fish Mafia.
Yeah, it was a Fish Mafia.
And I checked her good after that, and still no follicles or eggs.
Huh.
But I do have some babies.
Babies.
Couple of batches of babies.
Couple of what babies?
Couple of batches just born today.
Oh, of what kind? What? Mice again?
They're little pink mice.
I told you needed to separate those guys.
Yep. They bred from osmosis. Cat he does, but I don't let him have the mild or I don't get the hot. But I make him eat the mild, not the medium.
Can you hear the starting up or no?
I don't know. I'm just afraid I don't want to give him diarrhea, That'd be some nasty shit flying around squirting that stuff. The little native child.
Oh, okay.
He likes tomatoes, so I guess that's why he likes salsa.
We've been having thunderstorm after thunderstorm after thunderstorm for the last 2 days.
Well, you have a pretty summer.
It's been a cool summer, which is kind of nice because last year it started from the 1st of June until well into September. It was just like miserably hot. And this year we had one day that was 89. That's the hottest it's been. But for most of the summer so far, we've had a lot of thunderstorms and cool days. Like right now, it's just a little while after dark and it's 52 degrees out, and it's going to drop into the 40s tonight.
Yeah.
It got up to 70 today, and that was the highest it got. So, and yesterday we had like 4 or 5 thunderstorms during the day, and the first one knocked out the internet for a while, but the rest of them, the internet came back on, the rest of them, it didn't knock it out again. So, but today we've had a couple, but I think there's one rolling in right now because the wind is picking up, and that usually happens just before the thunderstorm decides to get over it. So, yeah.
So what do you think Blackie's got to do?
Oh, I don't know.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
He's always got to, when he first gets up, I think he helps his parents get up, especially his dad.
Right.
Helps him like go to the bathroom and get all that stuff done, and then he makes some breakfast and
He's
the oldies. Takes care of the oldies.
Yeah. Em, I'll come and take care of you when you get old.
I don't know if I'm going to get old or not.
What the hell? Nothing to do with your stash of art. Nothing to do with that.
I got to try to sell. I'm hoping to sell something sometime in the next couple of days so I can get to the post office. And then I got to start worrying about catching up on the rent. I'm obviously late on that this month, but first off, I want to get to the post office.
What the hell?
What?
How could condensation be inside this buffalo butt?
What?
Look at this. There's condensation in the sleeve. It's sealed.
Oh no.
It's sealed tight.
Yeah, that's odd that it got in there.
It's in there though, but how did it get in there?
Huh.
It's been sitting here for a year, or more.
Huh.
Damn it. I'm going to have to open it up and get it out.
Yeah, open it up, pull it out to dry out, and then you'll have to rewrap it after it gets dry.
Damn it. Can't have anything around here. It got to the art too. Jesus. How did it get in there though?
That's odd, yeah, because those are usually sealed well enough to keep the condensation out.
It is sealed. Look at all that water. Now, what should I do? Just dab it with a dry towel?
You could do that, yeah, but just be careful. Don't rub it while you dab it. Just dab it.
Yabba dabba do. I think it's okay, but it is wet. Oh, damn, the frame's wet.
Yeah, you might need to like put it inside of a book or something to kind of flatten it out if it starts to wrinkle at all.
Yeah, I'll do that. What the hell? Look, see the water running down over.
Oh man, looks like it's okay though. Doesn't look like it hurt anything.
Water's running down. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah,
it's okay, but I'm glad I noticed it.
Yeah.
It's been sitting by that aquarium, but the aquarium's not leaking or anything. It's okay. I don't know if I should take it apart to dry it or.
No, just leave it. I just leave it. But like I said, I put some paper towels on top of it to kind of absorb any excess moisture. And then if it starts to wave or wrinkle at all, then just like stick it in between some books or in between the pages of a book.
That's a prime bug right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
okay. Good night, Divine. Thank you for stopping by, and get some good rest because I'm sure you need it after that many hours.
Oh my God. See you, Divine. I'm not in the mood to hold you. I'm pissed off about my art falling asleep. I should have screamed a little bit more about that art.
Well, the paper and everything should be okay on it as long as, you know, you get rid of the moisture so it doesn't get moldy or anything.
Yeah. I just wonder how long it's been like that and I didn't notice it. And I'm sure as hell, I've got other art laying right by where it was. There's one of Sarah's. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Yeah, it's odd because those plastic bags usually will keep everything out. So I don't know what happened there.
I've got a bunch of stuff here. It's all fine though. I need to get this stuff up, but I mean, why did it do that? That one piece. I'm just glad it's okay. Rosie, oh, for the love of God. Are you trying to outdo Nico? Huh? 4 days. Well, that would do it. That would do it, Divine. You need to get some sleep. I was teasing you anyway. Who was it that came on your stream one time and I was dying to get off? I don't remember if it's to the bathroom or what, but I was ready to get off there and he hadn't been on but just a minute. And I put my icon up. Cody's feelings are made. Oh, Josh. What's his name? Australian.
Aquamate.
Mm-hmm. I could tell it did, and I'm like, no, hell no. It was Pam, not you. Hey, Travis.
Hi, Travis.
Pam, I'm definitely sending mice, but I'm going to label them as muffins.
Muffins.
So it looks like they had about half a dozen in each clutch or each batch, but I'm not even sure they're finished yet. They're so tiny. I guess those other ones were that tiny too. Who's that? Hey, Mark. I don't know who that is going on. Hey, Craig. I haven't been able to be over to Craig's very much at all lately, just to pop in and out. And that's saying a lot because we're on the same hours, same schedule. I was almost late getting to your stream because I was on TikTok again, Pam.
I was wondering why you were late.
Yeah. There's somebody, if you ever get over there, look up Psy Iconic. That's that guy, Kino or something like that. Somebody on here, I don't know who he is. But I guess he's gay. I don't know if he said that or not. But anyway, it's this black fellow. And he was playing with a woman's wig one night and filters and stuff. And he's developed this character. And he's a huge superstar on TikTok. And he's developed 2 characters. One is real religious and gets homosexuals that lives in Louisiana, female characters. And the other one is a slut that's rich and lives in LA. He plays them both off perfectly. And you can kind of see his mustache and beard, but he has filters on, so it's hard to tell. But Madonna, the real Madonna, was on there with him several times.
Really?
Yep, that made the national news. But Terry Joe, was the original character, the one that has a green screen with Jesus and the American flag and all that in the background, and says she's in a wheelchair, that homosexuals shot her kneecaps out at a gay pride parade for protesting them and all that. And it's all made up, but he's not in a wheelchair. And the other one is Georgia with a J, and that's the one that's the rich slut. Iconic, CSY iconic. And he says anything he wants, anything, and they don't ban him. Because it's such a huge, oh yeah, you'll sit there and you'll watch in 30 minutes, you'll have 3 million watchers, just boom.
Whoa.
3 million. I mean, 3 million likes, but like 50,000 watchers. The likes, are just kind of like YouTube, they show as people click them. It's a mess. What's the channel name on TikTok? Psy Iconic. It may have an underscore. PSY ICONIC. And then he's got 3 or 4 others, because he says every now and then somebody like new on TikTok will time him out or ban him or something. He'll just go over to one of the others and everybody will see he's live and we'll all go over there. It's kind of addicting just to watch him, but he gets people. Hey, Dr. Black, he gets people to come on there and convince them that he's really a woman, and just he's a comedian. I mean, but he's just a mess.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Dr. Black.
How's it going?
Huawei loves you.
It is going. I'm really tempted to show you your drawing, but it's not like the head. I'm working on the head, and the head's not even done yet. But I worked out what I want to do with the color, and I'm kind of liking that.
Cool. I don't mind waiting for the surprise.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll wait then.
be.
I was going to show you after I get the head done, but the head's not done yet. But like I said, I did work out on what I want to do, how I'm doing it. So that's kind of cool. I like how it's turning out.
What's your medium, Pam?
G'day,
What's my
Huawei. G'day,
medium?
Cat. G'day, Sterlo.
Mostly charcoal.
Hey, Trav.
Cool.
Oh, now
Honey, hi.
we just need Sketty Nona to turn up now.
She messaged me somewhere. Oh, on my video. Yeah.
I have a game that Bunny Viper and Sketty Nona need to play
Oh.
for a prize.
Is that not that damn spread, is it?
No, it's not. It's actually something very nice from Craig and Belinda.
Oh, they have nice stuff. I have stuff from them right here on my desk. I sure do. In fact, this is one of them here.
Yes, Bunny, I have. What you did was you PayPal'd Scunge Princess instead of her hippies go sick email address.
Damn it, Bunny.
So yeah, just make sure you've got the hippies go sick. Huawei might chuck it up on screen, hopefully, so you can get the correct PayPal.
I only have to think about it and it pops up on mine. I don't even have to think.
Hello, Telkana, if that's how you pronounce it. I think it is.
I think that I may owe her for a drawing. Yeah, I think I do.
Now you were showing stuff of hers when I got in. Was everything okay with it?
Of her stuff?
Yeah.
No, I haven't got anything from her recently.
Oh, right.
That's
right.
why I'm thinking she's probably hadn't sent, because I think last time I got something from her on auction, and I'm sure I haven't paid for that. And I'm not sure what it was now, or what I think it sounds $50 sounds right, but I'm not sure. I'll ask her. But I think that had to be shipped differently. Remember, we talked about it a little bit because it was bigger.
Okay, there was a bigger one and there was a wood block as well or something, wasn't there? Or did you already get your wood block?
No, no, unless the mail ran late, I didn't get anything. What I was showing was stuff that I had by Pam, stuff that got moisture in the packet somehow, and I was freaking out, but hers didn't. It's drying out, Pam. It looks fine.
Yeah, right. I see.
I've got the fan. It's a buffalo butt, so I don't want to lose that. You've been watching Nico on Ed. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. It sure was good to see Ed Sunday night. Get on it. On the stream. There's socks.
Oh, Jessica Socks, hello.
I'm going to try a different. Bob, you put that in a frame, and it probably wouldn't have gotten wet. You think, Huawei? I don't know. It didn't get wet. It was sealed up, and it was just laying here, propped up against the aquarium. You can see on the corner on the back where it's wet.
For some reason, it got condensation inside of it.
It was condensation, and that's why I was picking up all of Scungy stuff, freaking out, but that was the only piece. That's just weird. Maybe it was a paranormal thing.
You think? Could be.
The moisture spirits.
Huawei, there's not enough frames in Walmart to put all my Pam and Sarah stuff up. Where I'm about to get ready creating a masterpiece, so you're going to have to go on. Oh, I saw this technique where you just take like 5 or 6 or 7 colors and put a dot of it in the middle of the page, down the page, and keeping in mind what you want each area to look like, and then painting them straight across, and then come back and doing like a horizon with mountains or water or whatever you want. So I'm going to try that. It's for people that can't paint.
Is my background noise blocker blocking that out?
We can hear it, but it's okay.
Sounds like a discontented cow. Uncontented.
Hang on, I'll mute myself for a tick.
No, that's a motor, I believe. Uncontented cow. That's the word I want. Unless Pam's into her electrical toys.
No, it wasn't my dildo. If that's what you're asking.
No, I wasn't thinking that, Pam. Your mind always goes to smut.
Motorized cow. Yes, that's right. Motorized cow, Jess.
I think I've already messed this up.
Yeah, it's just a chainsaw.
It was Bob Sibian.
A Sibian.
What the hell's that?
It's a rude thing that girls straddle. I guess boys can straddle them too. Big motorized device.
And how do you know about them, Huawei?
Probably the same way I do.
It's a sick world we're living in.
He says, we've had this conversation before, Bob.
I think he's freaking lost it.
It's like a half a small barrel type thing that sits on the ground, and you can put different attachments onto the fitting on the top of it that do different things and vibrate at different speeds.
I could have gone to my grave
Without knowing that.
But I'll just add that to the list of words that I'll never need. However, I could make that a gift suggestion for Cole for his new little girlfriend. See how that goes over. I wish you'd go back Huawei and redo the video of your art, because it was just, I almost caught a glimpse of one or two pieces. It was a little too slow.
A little too slow, you thought?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was like, but it was still too slow. Well, I'm liking this already. Very much. Hot damn. Who knew? I'm getting a little anxious about taking Floyd to the vet Friday. I changed his appointment from Thursday to Friday, because I'll be in a better mood Friday for sure.
Is he okay, or are you just taking him in for a checkup, or?
To get his damn claws. He
Oh,
goes through to
okay.
my collarbone. He can't set his feet down flat when he runs. You know, he's a sprinter, or he thinks he is. And his beak's too long too. He's managing, but he needs them trimmed. He needs them trimmed.
Cool, Bunny. No worries. I'll shoot her a message now. She's at work at the moment, so she might not respond straight away, but I'll let her know that it's done. And now we just have to wheel Sketty Nonna in here, so Bunny and Nonna can battle it out.
Right.
See you, Jess. Night. Yeah, no worries, Bunny. We'll sort it out. Message sent, so when she gets a chance, she'll let us know, and in turn, I'll let you know.
See you, Jessica.
Wow.
like shit. Pam, did you ever know, like anybody that, well, there's no delicate way to say it, so I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Well, that just kind of leaves us hanging.
I know.
Big time.
I know. I'll just say this, it had to do with freaks and childhood. So you see why. I've been watching all these things like the old freak shows, they called them. People that had disabilities or malformed or stuff, and apparently a lot of those people got to be wealthy from displaying their stuffs.
Well, I think the dudes who ran those, or the people who ran those freak shows, they made pretty good money off it, but they've also got to make sure that, pardon me, that their acts live a decent long life to keep making money off them. So it makes perfect sense to make sure they live a good life.
We knew a guy, he was our neighbor. We lived in the housing project, government housing when I was a little kid. And the next row up the hill, there was a guy named Mush Vernon. And he had whatever that thing was, like where the face just sagged. And he was a fat kid anyway, so his name was, I don't even know his real name, but we called him Mush. I wonder if he ever ended up wealthy. He's probably watching me in a limo right now. Of all the things that had to be pineapple.
Possibly, Bunny. Cragos and Bell probably want to get their stuff in the post, so you know.
Pam, will you blow me up? Because I don't want you to miss any detail on this.
Oh, very cool.
Just a drop of color in the middle, like several colors of drops up the middle, and then brush them and blend them.
Yeah, that's very good, Bob.
Well, all it is just painting it on there, but I'm going to go back and see if I can add a scene of some sort to it.
So it's setting up the background of your page first.
It's for people that can't paint worth a damn. That's what it is. That was the name of the, I think that was the name of the tutorial for people that can't paint worth a damn. Worm, you're making me anxious as hell. Come here. Oh my God. What is wrong with
Oh,
you?
there's the worm.
She was down there poking me and poking me and poking me. What is wrong with you, girl? Just got rid of a no good cat. Let me let that dry. You can stay for that long. Well, I found out why Yazi's been making himself scarce on here.
Why's that?
He's got a warrant out.
Got what?
He's got a what?
A warrant out. Actually, 3 warrants.
Oh, huh.
So he's incognito. She's looking at me like he talks this shit all the time when we have to be here alone with him. Right, Mark?
So, what is it, Bunny and Sterlo? You guys share a birthday tomorrow or something, is it?
Oh, cool. Pam, I saw something I was going to ask you to paint, and I can't remember who has the picture. It might be Laura.
Grasshopper says he just got a shirt in the mail.
Nice.
A
Nice.
Sarah shirt.
And whatever you do.
Bunny says her birthday is Thursday. So 2 days. Happy birthday.
That's tomorrow
Whatever you
here.
do, don't model it on here. Whatever you do. Redesign this. Yep.
Ribs and baked beans.
I know what you're getting, Bunny, for your birthday.
Oh, and we got Nonna's birthday squeezed in there as well.
Uh-oh.
Crikey. All the birthdays.
A birthday sandwich. Oh, Bunny's birthday is on 10/8. Okay.
And when's yours, Sterlo? Oh, Friday. 11/8. Semantics about the date format.
It's really screwing with me because you know the stroke I've had. I can't do numbers, so close my eyes till it's over. I got elected treasurer tonight at the board meeting, and I can't do numbers. Woo! They know what they're getting.
Back in a tick.
August the 10th. You ought to know, right? Damn it. My birthday is tomorrow through November 30th. It was a difficult labor. Pam, I decided I'm going to turn over a new leaf and straighten up.
You're going to turn over a new leaf and do what?
Straighten up. Be nicer
Straighten
than
up?
ever. Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep. With all this heat, I've decided I'd never make it in hell. Never make it.
It's too late for me.
Probably. At least one of us. One of us will be on Facebook. It'll say Mark safe from hell. Oh, this is taking a long time to dry. I could
Well, it
still
looks
get-
like the paint was fairly thick, so it'll take a little while.
Yeah, I had to smear all those big drops on there. I could do a set of multicolored toe prints and fingerprints. It's still so wet. Mark and Sarah are making the same cake I am to celebrate with me. Oh. Mark's offering the recipe though. That's the whole story. I think there's some details not quite there. August 10th. Oh, I read Pam, your chat is a little quiet tonight.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Take off your top and see if they liven up.
Take off my top? No, then there'd be everybody would run away. And there would be nobody here.
Worm won't run away. She'll stay. Not too bad. Hey, Eldrick. Pursuit. How are you? I tried to find that place that you hang out a lot, Pam, and I couldn't find it. You probably blocked me.
Oh, no, I didn't block you.
What's
You
it
mean
called?
King Frostmares?
Yeah, I couldn't get it to come up when I was searching for it.
Huh, that's weird. YouTube has been glitching a lot, though, the last week.
It might have been Huawei that brought me over there, which would be doing me a favor. And TikTok needs to block me. I'm spending way too much time on there. Oh, I just remembered I'm supposed to sprinkle some stars on this. I better let it dry a little more. You know how to do that, Pam?
No.
You put a little bit of paint on the tips of a brush and hit it on your finger or something to make little specks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In other words, for people that can't paint. Can't paint worth a damn. We could trim your nails, Worm. Oh, she said, oh, no. Well, you don't want it, do you? What goes on here, it's an art stream, philosophy stream, fish stream,
Bullshit stream.
reptile stream, dog stream, cat stream.
Hey, Eldritch.
Because he's old and does not use YouTube. I don't use YouTube very much. That's the God's truth. Mostly just to post a video and watch a couple of my stories, my shows. Instagram and TikTok are where it's happening. And Threads.
It's kind of a quiet night tonight, I gotta admit.
Yeah. Maybe I'll take my top
It's
off.
really quiet.
Like,
A little bit of UFO encrypted talk. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
that sounds interesting. So what do y'all think about the that stuff?
What's that? That must be noise coming from Blackie's lawn care guy, I bet.
Or is that what it is? It's probably a UFO. I don't think anything's going to come of this UFO stuff. I think it's just going to just go on like it has been a mystery.
All right.
Hey, Jenny Lynn.
Jenny Lynn, hello.
Buddy, get Jenny Lynn up there so she can show us some stuff and wake us up.
Every once in a while, Bob will eat a banana for us, too.
Yeah, I'm down to 3. Damn parrot gets in them. I forget and leave them where he can find them. He ruined 3 of my apples too. No way he's going to eat 3 apples before they spoil. Oh, I'll give some to the mice. And their new babies. Get a shirt like the one Blackie is wearing. Let me see the one he's wearing. I can't see chat. He's not even in there. What the hell? Why don't you come up and show us the one you got, Walla? Without your kitten mittens on, please. I'll probably get recorded. So you can tell Worm's hating this. Give me credit for those.
I'll show you guys what I've got for sale in case anybody wants to make a bid. Because I need to get something sold so I can go to the post office again. So we've got, I've still got this one here. A bighorn, and it's about 5x7, and opening bid on it would be $50. The young bighorn. And I've got a little card here, female golden eyes, and an opening bid on that would be $20. And then, of course, I have the fish butts, pearl scale goldfish butts. And if I can find, oh, there it is. And it is about 4 inches by 5 inches. And it's pearl scale goldfish butts. And opening bid on it would be $40.
That's all? You put a lot of work in that thing.
I know I did, but I really, really, really want to go to the post office, so I need to get a little bit of money built up here. And I'm working on a puppy dog for Blackie, but I'm not going to show it yet.
Damn it. You could have shown that while he was gone.
Yeah, then I would have just watched the replay and spoiled it for myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello to everyone who came in while I was away just now.
You think Worm looks a little bit like Sarah's dragon?
Yeah, definitely in that pose. Yeah, big time.
It's the way she does those long legs. She does, doesn't she, in her little ears?
And the chunky guts.
Worm. She said, I'm no dragon. All right.
Bunny, I got a message from Scungy too saying all good. And I think she's popping some things into the post today. She's also doing a banking run for her work where she has to go and bank all of the coins. So she's lugging thousands of dollars worth of coins.
Oh, no, those are heavy.
Getting her weightlifting in while she's at work.
Yep.
God damn it. Buttons. Bloody buttons. Why do they put buttons so close together? Especially the button on my phone to go to the home screen is right near the space bar on the keyboard. Yes, Bunny. She says, all good, thank you. Tell her all my thanks and hearts and stuff. And then a heart emoji as well.
That did it.
Don't they say that oatmeal's supposed to be good for blood pressure as well? Is it oatmeal? Porridge? Whatever you want to call it. Isn't that supposed to be really good for lowering your blood pressure, or is that cholesterol?
Cholesterol for sure, but I don't know about blood pressure.
No. Yeah, might have been cholesterol then. I may have conflated the two things.
Inflated.
Yeah, sorry about the noise before. And my garden guy take down these two big callistemon trees that were getting out. Bottle brush. And what else they probably called? Anyway, they have these red flowers on them that looks like a bottle brush. You know, what you clean a baby's bottle with, or a normal bottle. Ouch.
Ah,
Parrots love them, and my little finches and little honey eaters love to get in there as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I've probably destroyed some vast amount of habitat. But the trees will come back. They grow back very vigorously from a pruning.
Not a mimosa tree.
I'll have to look up what a mimosa tree is. I've not heard them called that.
Mimosas are invasives here from Africa, I think.
Yeah, no, not them. They're invasive here too. I think we call them South African tulip. Or are they related? Very similar anyway.
Yes, them.
Yeah, those things are pests. And they say that the description here, tree that is absolutely gorgeous in bloom. I think the flowers look pretty gross, apart from the pink bits on the end.
They attract some bees, I know that. I do like the leaves on them. If they're kind of like sensitive plant.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not the South African tulip. That's a different pest tree down here. They're gross as well. Just assumed that callistemons would be all around the world because they're quite pretty and they're very versatile. They can be grown in containers or in the ground. Some nice dwarf varieties as well. Trying to find a photo of the ones that I've got. Yes, very, very, very northeastern end of New South Wales, Cat. I am. If you know where Byron Bay is, I'm just in the hills from there, or just at the bottom of the hills near there. Hey Pam, can you please share my screen?
yes. Hang on. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, they do look like a bottle brush.
Oh yeah, those are pretty.
Hi, crown tail.
Nothing at all like mimosas. Mimosas are pink.
Yeah. G'day, crown tail.
Oh, they're very red, and the way the feathery flower stuff does look like a bottle brush.
There are white versions, as you can see there. But my ones kind of were at this sort of stage where they were massively like much higher than the roof of the house, and they drop a lot of leaves, especially
Oh,
coming into the colder weather, or if it gets too dry, they'll shed a lot of leaves. So yeah, they can be quite messy. That was my main motivation for dropping them, is that their leaves are also not very good. Like, some leaves are good for mulch in the ground, but if they get too thick, they are sort of
choke everything
the-
out.
yeah, that's a very perfect way to put it. Thank you. Huawei, did you tell Nonna that she might have a prize coming to her if she turns up? Maybe she, or did she even see your message? Maybe she's fast asleep.
What are you doing? Huh?
We hear that so often, Eldritch. I wanted to explore Australia, but I don't do spiders. Less than 3% of our spiders are dangerous to people. And even some of the dangerous ones you can handle without getting killed.
The funnel spider's over there, isn't it?
Funnel web?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's our
Yeah,
most venomous.
we've just got mostly two that are dangerous, and that's the brown recluse spider, which is really nasty, and the black widow. The black widow's like kind of like a bee sting, only a little bit stronger. It usually won't kill a person unless they're really allergic to it. But
Yeah,
the poison the brown recluse has like rots your flesh and stuff, so it can be pretty bad.
Yeah, that what have we got? The white-tail spider does that necrotizing fasciitis where your skin rots away.
That's my favorite.
Favorite illness name?
Favorite wound. Necrotizing fasciitis.
It just rolls off the tongue so beautifully.
Yeah. And that stuff stinks too, and it just pours out of the wounds.
Yeah.
Nothing like
Yeah, I just got mine, Sterlo. I got them taken down to about 6 foot, but there's still some taller, thinner limbs that will take over now, and then it'll just sprout like mad over the next couple of months as the weather warms up.
Do you have oleanders there?
Yes, they are. In some places, they're an invasive weed, but they are used as decorative plants. But yes, I wouldn't put them in my garden because they can be deathly poisonous as well.
They are, especially the smoke from them. You want to get rid of somebody, take them to a bonfire with oleanders.
Ooh. Helpful hints from Bobo. I see, yes. Fair enough, Eldritch. Visceral fears. Hard to deal with. G'day, CSD. How's it going? Hi, Trash Cat. Yeah, I'm actually surprised how quickly old mate got the job done, because it was quite a lot of trees. I expected him to be going for another hour yet. He got in and smashed it. So I gave him a beer.
Hello.
You gave him what?
A beer for his sterling efforts. Oh, Nonna, you are here. Well done. So, Nonna, I don't know if you're aware of what's going on, but last night on Kragos's stream, I won that little crystal-y thing that looked like an egg, and I decided that I would get Kragos and Belle to send it to either you or Bunny VIPer. So we're going to do, to determine who wins it, we're going to do rock, paper, scissors, YouTube style. What do you reckon? Does that sound acceptable, Bunny? Nonna? I know one of you started playing right at the end of the stream, but I think Kragos was very late, wasn't it? So, in Australian time, it was very late. Hang on, Nonna, I've got to give you the rules first. We can't just play it like that. Yeah, one of you put in rock last night. Probably was you, Nonna. But then Kragos ended the stream, so we couldn't do it last night. So we're going to do it here today. So, you still there, Bunny? Need to make sure they're both here. Still. We're going to do best of 3, right? Now, the best way I can think to do it is that you type in, but don't push enter. Type in your selection of rock, paper, scissors, and then wait until I say go. And then push your send button, and we'll do it that way. How's that sound? Bunny is still here. Rosham Orbo.
You know, I never knew or understood how to play rock, paper, scissors, period. I see
Me
people
either.
do
I
the...
don't know what beats what.
Yeah. I have no clue. Clueless.
Well, you guys are going to learn while we're here.
Awesome.
So, if Bunny and Nonna are ready, type ready in the chat. But you don't have to wait for me to say go to type in ready. Nonna is ready. Bunny Viper is ready. All right, then type your first attack in. True, Huawei. That was remiss of me. Type your first attack in, but don't send it yet. Hopefully no one saw that, Nonna, especially if you're going to use it again.
Hey, Coral. Works.
Righto, type your first one in. And I'll do 3, 2, 1, go. Sketty with the rock. I might not have given enough time to type. I'm just too keen to get this over with. Bunny came in with the paper, but it did come in awfully late and slow. What do you reckon, Huawei? I have to use Huawei as a judge as well. I wouldn't imagine anyone would cheat in a game of chance like this. Huawei, you've got to second me. Is that acceptable? All right, a little too late, I would say. All right, that was the practice run. We'll call that one the practice run. This is going so smoothly, this game. All right. This one will be the first legit. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Make sure you're right up to the exact live. Sorry, Bunny. I wasn't there for the first drawing, Nonna, so I couldn't tell you. Shall we do the first legitimate one then? Right, here we go proper. I'm going to give you a little bit more time to type in your first attack. And I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, attack. And Skerinona with the scissors beats the paper. You got that, Bob and Pam? Scissors beats paper because it cuts paper.
I got that.
So we are 1-0 to Skerinona. Round 2.
I sure as hell didn't realize how much suspense was involved.
Oh, it's especially suspenseful when I draw it out like this. Yes, best 2 out of 3. So round 2, type your attack and wait for the countdown. Oh, damn, I forgot to get birdseed for my finches today. Oh, well. Tomorrow.
I fed the birds at the R2 today.
And the countdown incoming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Skerinona with the rock over the scissors because the rocks can smash. Scissors. Wait, is that it? 2 for Nonna. Skerinona. You win the rock. Although I can't remember what it was. I think Kragos is gone too, so he can't tell me. Two out of 3. Well done. Well done, Sarah. You win that rock that I won last night. Egg. Yeah. Was it a fossilized egg or is it just a particular type of rock that's been carved into egg shape? I will oh, do you want to do the third round just for shits and giggles? Go on, let's do the third round. Just to see if Bunny can get on the board at least. Righto, come on. Third attack. Let's go. Type your attack. And be ready for the countdown. 5, 4, 3. Wait. I can't do the countdown while Nonna's typing other stuff. Ready. She's ready now. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Bunny gets on the board at the end. Good comeback, Bunny. Although it was all for naught, except for kudos. Well done, well done. But skidding on it takes the day because paper covers rock.
I'm still not understanding it, but
So you have 3 options. Rock beats scissors because rock can smash scissors up. Scissors beats paper because scissors can cut paper. And paper beats rock because you can wrap a rock up in paper.
so why wouldn't you just always say paper then?
Because the other person's might say scissors. It's like a 30, I don't know, probability. Some maths head will be able to tell you what your probability of winning is. 1 in 6 or 1 in 9 or something.
So when you're doing it like little kids do it with their hands, what do the fingers they hold out mean?
A fist is rock. 2 fingers is scissor, and an open palm is paper. So 1, 2, 3, and some, yeah, you do it on the 3. G'day, George. So yes. Let me shoot Belle a quick email before I forget. Did you get anything else off them, Nonna? Hopefully they can, if you did. Did you know the ancient Sumerians had a goddess for beer? Her name was Ninkasi. Has someone taken that brand name for a beer?
Sounds like a good snake name.
True.
What do you want, Harley? Go to bed. Go to bed.
Apple balls, hello.
So is your snake, George. Please.
Email sent.
You've got mail.
Oh, did you get any info off him, George? Hit and run victim. Is the do you reckon the most common cause for hit and runs is no insurance or stolen vehicle or warrants? They got to be the top 3, yeah?
Mine's always warrants.
Your reason why you do hit and runs?
I can't do jail. I didn't like it there.
No, yeah, I didn't even think about that one, Huawei.
Immigration, yeah. In Eastern Washington, it was like that. It was like, I remember this one Hispanic guy that was the foreman of a ranch. He was coming down this sharp drop off towards our house. It's a gravel road, and he lost control and rolled the truck. And there was about, from what I understand, there was about 10 workers in the back of his truck, and they went
Ooh.
flying all over the place, and all of them disappeared before the cops ever got there. There was nobody in for the back of the truck at all.
Before the
They were
truck
all
stopped
gone.
rolling.
Adrenaline took over. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of alcohol either. Alcohol would be a pretty good reason to piss off, and it'd probably
Yeah, I think
motivate you.
that happens a lot. People are drunk and they hit somebody and they like disappear.
They get out and try to run and fall down. That would be me.
Well, I hope you got the license plate, George. If that's what you mean by a photo, you weren't just trying to get a photo of the dude.
If anybody has a dash cam, I've been thinking about getting one of those. Over 500.
You'd think with the amount of dash cams that are out there now that people would, expect that someone's got one on the scene. But I suppose if there's only 2 cars involved and no other traffic around, you're pretty safe to just piss off. Yeesh.
2 pints of whipping cream.
It is a pretty decent genre of YouTube videos. Is idiots in cars.
I love those. Yeah.
They're just so wormholey. It's so easy to just watch an hour of them. No worries.
My favorites are the morons that brake check the semis and they get killed.
Yeah. Oh, there was a good one I saw the other day where a car was racing down the side and the car like broke in half, completely in half, and where the brake was where the driver was. But it was filmed from 2 different police cars' point of view. But yeah, that video cut out before they could actually show if the human survived. Oh, you actually caught up with him, George, and talked to him. Crikey. Wild. Oh, that's good civic duty, Huawei. Cameras facing out your apartment. Caught a hit-and-run driver and a peeping Tom.
Don't get peeping Toms like we used to.
Probably because they know that if they get caught, they go on a register. They're considered sex criminals, aren't they?
Probably.
Imagine the shame of having to, every time you move house, have to walk around your neighbourhood and tell all your new neighbours. I think that's the rule, isn't it?
It is here, yeah. I had an app several years ago, and it would show the registered sex offender, like in your town or whatever. And of course, this being a highly religious city, there's some freaks up in here.
All of the peeping gets done behind closed doors. G'day, BJ. How are you, love? Hope you're doing well.
Hey, BJ. I was wondering if your fingerprints just got accidentally like burned off How would they fingerprint you?
They'd probably just take a DNA sample.
Oh yeah, there is that.
But yeah, that doesn't help you for touching stuff necessarily.
Damn it. Not like the good old days.
Oh, pardon me. Tweakers. What are tweakers? Crystal meth addicts or crack addicts? Both.
That's much better. Much better. Pam, give us a little peek.
Nope, not yet.
Damn it. Well, I'm going to be the same way then. And this one is actually something like Joni Mitchell would have on an album cover.
Was it Joni Mitchell that had that Magdalene song about the like the prison houses for young ladies that were misbehaving or weren't proper?
I honestly don't know.
There was a whole article on the radio yesterday coming back from where we were about one of those. Well, I'm sure it was Magdalene something or others.
She's older than dirt. She's older than me, like 10 years older than me. I don't know what she's up to.
Magdalene Laundries. Were there Magdalene Laundries in Australia? Yes, there was.
She had that song, that folk song, I've Looked at Love from Both Sides Now. Way back.
It was Joni Mitchell. A song called The Magdalene Laundries, talking exactly about, because I believe they started in Ireland.
Cool.
Institutions usually weren't run by Roman Catholic orders, which operated from the 18th to late 20th centuries. Fallen women. They were run ostensibly to house fallen women. An estimated 30,000 of whom were confined in these institutions in Ireland. But yeah, the radio story that I was listening to was about one in Sydney or Melbourne. Anyway, the main house still stands, but everything else around it has been knocked down and apartment buildings have been made. But yeah, they basically took in fallen women, women who either cheated on their husband or were sex workers or got pregnant out of marriage, and they forced them to work in these laundries and work basically for no money and slave away. And I heard in the article girls as young as 9 were all doing 12-hour long days in these laundries.
And who was running them? The church?
Yeah, because they were fallen women, so the laundry was kind of like a metaphor for cleansing them of sin as well as cleaning the fabrics, the sheets, the clothing,
the men's drawer.
Yeah, it's such an interesting term, isn't it? Fallen women or fallen girls.
Like,
Fallen from grace, I guess it is, isn't it?
yep. It's easy to do, I've heard.
To fall from grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to look sideways.
I've looked at love from both sides. I hope you don't.
Yeah. Sorry, Bob, you were breaking up then. What did you say?
I said, I hope Pam doesn't get a strike from me. Shit. From me singing that little bit of. What is the name of that song? I've looked at love from both sides now. I really don't know clouds at all. Can't remember the name of the song. Somebody else did it like a year after her, but she had the bigger hit with it.
The song is actually called I Looked at Love from Both Sides Now. Oh, no, it's called Both Sides Now.
I looked at love. It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are great.
I've looked at love from both sides now. Oh, no, hang on. Crikey. There's a lot of words in that song, too.
Yeah, the chorus is mainly all I know, so I can't take
I've looked
credit.
at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still, somehow, it's love's illusions that I recall. I really don't know love, really don't know love at all.
Oh, amen.
I've looked at life. Oh, yeah, she's got a few different. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. I'm unfamiliar with that song. I'm going to leave
Really?
it so I can. I'm like I know.
You're not old enough. That's why that was a huge hit, like in the late '60s. I'm thinking.
I'm going to guess that it's going to be one of those ones that I don't know what it's called and don't know any of the words. But if as soon as I hear it, I'll go, oh yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, you hear the music, you definitely will. Yeah, yeah. You're not old enough. That's why. Pam knows it, don't you, Pam?
Oh, yeah. I'm old.
I actually saw her. What got me listening to it is I saw her on a special she did like not quite a year ago, and she's older than she really is, like 81 or something. And she sang a little bit, and all of these people that are famous and country singers and folk singers now were sitting around like below her, listening to her sing. And it was a surprise. It was some music festival in upstate New York or something. And she just kind of popped out and sang a couple of her songs. She sat the whole time. She can still sing, Heifer. Just a singing. I think Judy Collins did it also. Somebody did. Judy Collins did one. No, Bring in the Clowns. That was the one she sang. Never mind. So when we had that tornado watch, I sent you the thing about Pam.
Yeah.
It is prone not to come out of YouTube long enough to know the weather and stuff. So I messaged him and sent him a screenshot, and he said no, he wasn't going to go out to the movie after all. So that could have saved his life, you know it? Very easily.
I was muted, wasn't I? I was muted so I could listen to Joni Mitchell's song. But I'm still talking at the camera. Unit.
Oh, I didn't. I was just had my comments up. I didn't notice. The mamas and the papas did it. Okay.
Is Ed having nasty weather? And you saved his life from going out in it.
Yeah, we had a tornado watch Monday, I guess. It was nasty too. We didn't get any damage in this area or Ed's area, I don't think. I'm just about an hour from Ed. Did you remember the song when you listened to it?
No, because I didn't get that far into it because I couldn't concentrate on the song and what you were saying at the same time. Which I
Well,
wanted
you should have muted my ass then.
Then I might miss you slinging shit at me.
See that?
See you, Jenny. Night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey, Debs. Ow.
G'day, Debs. Sorry for my crinkling in the microphone. I always forget that that's right beside the microphone.
It'd be great if you streamed from the reptile show. No, what are you talking about?
She's talking about George going to the reptile show.
Oh, there we go. Wasn't up there. I missed all that.
This is what happens when I don't draw. I actually read the chat and stuff.
Let's see.
But I was planning to because I started that one that I sent you guys a picture of working with one of my really fine pens. And when you're working with pens that are 1/10 of a millimeter, by crikey, it takes a long time to draw 100 lines.
You should show that picture. I really like that. I don't think I commented on it, but I really like that. And I know my
I put it in
opinion,
the thumbnail too.
yeah, my opinion is highly esteemed in the art community. They both laughed.
Find it.
They both fucking laughed.
But we weren't laughing at you, Bob. We were laughing with you.
Well, just think about it. Who I'm fans of. So I get the last laugh. Damn it! I only buy nice art that I really like. So there you go. I got the last laugh. I guess. I think I'm about ready to go commercial myself. Any day now.
On that I do these 45 degree lines and I start making parallel ones. Trying to get myself out of that pattern, and I keep making that pattern. No, the wind nearly blew that away. And yeah, it's all with the Pigma Micron 005, which, as I worked out some time ago, those the numbers on the Pigma pens are stupid because they have no reference to the actual size. But it's a very, very tiny tip. Where's my camera lens?
Super Reptile Show this Saturday. Is that the one over in that little town by where my dad used to live, where my brother lives now? What town is it in, George? I know the one you're talking about.
Thanks, Kat.
Seeing some people talk about it. What's out of your range, BJ? Chameleons are smart.
Yeah, what's a micro gecko? I get lots of micro ones around here, but they're just babies.
$999. Joss's Frogs unavailable. We'll go on the wait list. Let them email you when you got it. I told y'all I didn't get that snake I've been talking about for 3 weeks, I think. The guy upped the shipping from $75 to well, the snake was going to be $375, then it was $500 delivered to the door, and I'm like, fuck that. I can get me 2 or 3 nice mama snakes here. Meet them before I get them.
Yeah, you could almost drive there for that money. Oh, maybe not. Where was it? Where was it from?
Salt Lake City, Utah,
What's that? 6-hour drive?
at least. Oh, it's more like 20 or 30 or 40.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's a fur piece. A fur piece. This drawing sucks. I just kept on and kept on and kept on.
Yeah, but it was a learning experiment, wasn't it? So you could learn that technique.
Yeah, but I screwed the technique up. I'll have to go back and watch the video. I should have referenced the video while I was doing it. It's what I should have done.
True. 2.5 inches full grown are the micro geckos for $1,000 each. Are they pretty as well, George? What's their redeeming feature apart from their tiny size?
And you're the only one that's got one or wants one. I guess George is not going to show any snakes. Donatodus fuscus.
Are there many Australian geckos in the trade in America, or is it mainly Asian ones?
Well, what are some of the Australian ones?
Like leaf-tail gecko, they're quite interesting.
There are some of those, but they're pricey.
Thick-tail geckos.
Yes, those are not that uncommon.
I think there's one called a velvet gecko.
I don't know about that one.
Ditellas, Dtella. They're a local one around here, like the leaf-tail geckos, but the Ditellas are threatened by the Asian house geckos that are overtaking. And I mean, they're okay because they go in your house and they eat cockroaches and stuff like that. But
I started to say, are they an invasive? Asian was the
the key word.
Are they invasive?
Yeah, they like probably even 10 years ago they weren't as far south as where I am now. But I guess they came in somewhere much further north because I can remember, oh crikey, how many years ago now? Probably at least 20, 25 years ago, my sister was living in far north Queensland and they were everywhere around her house. And then about 10 years after that, I was living in Brisbane and they were in Brisbane, but they weren't down here. But yeah, now they're down here as well. So they're spreading out quite easily. I guess not only do they, move themselves around, but they get in trucks and whatnot, and humans help their migration.
Sounds like armadillos from down south. They came from Mexico. We have them here in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's from the climate change. A lot of stuff is moving up further north. I heard that the wild hogs are moving up north too, more they used to be.
And some good out in the yard.
George says those micro geckos lifespan's about 3 to 4 years.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
I am going to Google the scientific name he's given us for the one that he got last week.
Is that something barking?
Oh, yeah, that's cute as George. What a gorgeous face. Let me share the screen so everyone can see. Yeah, that one.
Right.
Oh, how cute. That's really pretty. Pretty face.
They are pretty.
Isn't that interesting how things evolve, these particular colors, and for some purpose? It's got to be for a purpose. But it just seems odd to have blue patches in an orange face. And I wonder what's this one with
Ish.
white tail tip on its tail?
That must be what the girls like, I bet you.
Probably, yeah. Oh, and then you've got this guy who must be a little bit jealous because he's all plain and stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Paid $150 a pair.
George, you got a lot of reptile money. Buy me something. Buy me something.
Coro says all the Californians keep moving up north too. And he says it's a joke about the invasive species.
Right.
Yeah, when I lived of course, I grew up in Oregon, and everybody always complains about the Californians coming up. They're the bad people, right? And when I lived on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, it was the New Yorkers. Everybody complained
Moving
about
down.
the New Yorkers coming up. Yeah. Ruining the country, the New Yorkers. And here in Wyoming, it's the Greens. The Greens are the Colorado people because they have green license plates. So it's like the Colorado people are coming into Wyoming and ruining it. So probably wherever you live, there's migration from some other state that you don't appreciate.
Yes, we've definitely had that here too in this area. We've had all the people from Sydney and Melbourne moving up into the country. And we always say they've ruined it. They've brought too much money. Pardon me. It used to be such a humble little country town, and then all these rich people from the cities moved up and gentrified us.
Yeah. That's the same thing with. I remember there was used to be years and years and years ago when I lived in Oregon, there was a commercial that took full advantage of everybody always complaining about California's, and there was a beer commercial, and dang it, I forget what beer it was. There's one beer that's made in Oregon, and I don't even remember which one it is now. But there was a commercial with a truck coming across the border that was like Schlud Miller or something like that. It combined a bunch of beers like Budweiser and a bunch of other ones into the name that weren't made in Oregon. Anyway, it shows a truck coming across the border entering Oregon, and he gets pulled over by a police officer, and the police officer like looks at him with a big grin. The truck driver with a big grin and says, "Where are you going with all that beer?" And then it shows the truck going back across the border again. I guess it's one of those things that'd be funnier if you were there, but it was funny at the time. Because, like I say, they took full advantage of the fact that Oregonians don't like Californians coming across the border.
That's a funny joke, but Huawei, you don't have to delete it.
I didn't get to read it yet.
Would you like me to read it out?
Yes, please.
Because I don't have it. Huawei said he was going to delete it because of the language he used in it, but I don't have a problem with his language.
I don't have a problem with it either.
He says, "Why can't you get a blowjob in California anymore?" Because all the cocksuckers are moving away.
It's pretty good. When I lived in Florida, this was over 20 years ago, but I bet it still applies. They hated the Canadians. They were the fucking Canadians and the damn Canadians, and they can't drive, and you know it's a whole nother country.
Yeah, that's what it is with California. There's in Oregon, it's called California drivers. And a California stop is when you don't stop at the stop sign, you kind of roll through it. That's a California stop. And on Cape Cod, it was the goddamn New York drivers.
Well, in New South Wales, it's the Queensland drivers, and in Victoria, it's the New South Wales drivers.
Yeah.
That seems to be a fairly solid constant right across humans. It's just general tribalism, isn't it? We're just got to find someone to pick on, and generally it's your neighbor.
Yeah, and Wyoming is a very redneck state, and Colorado was like the first state that legalized weed and stuff like that. So the Colorado people are not, we just don't want them in Wyoming.
Did they have green number plates before they legalized weed?
I think so. I think they've always been green, but I'm not really sure.
They're just on theme, running with it. Although they legalized psilocybin mushrooms as well, didn't they? So
yeah.
Well, I guess when they're bruised, it's a kind of a bluey green shade.
We had a beautiful white mushroom-shaped mushroom growing out of a big pot that I have a ficus tree in. I've had for years, and I put it out on the porch for the summer. And that thing was gorgeous, and I thought, what a shame. I wonder what that is. If you stop at a stop sign, you get shot.
There's a case going on in Australia at the moment of this lady who prepared a meal for her ex-in-laws, and there's a couple of other people that, or maybe one other person that ate the meal, and two of the people died. One of them is still in a critical condition in hospital, and it's basically because of the mushrooms that she used in the meal.
Wrong mushrooms. Yeah, there was a case.
Foraging your own.
Yeah, there was a case years and years ago. I think it was in France, where a bad mushroom ended up in a school lunch, and like 16 kids died or something like that in France.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, they're treating it as quite suspicious because the lady who prepared the meal is completely fine. So potentially for some reason didn't eat the food, but she completely denies that she had any intention of killing anyone.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, 2 people dead, and the last person is probably going to die as well. Very, very critical condition.
Yeah, the wrong mushroom, even just the tiniest little speck of it can kill people.
They really got suspicious when she gave them leftovers.
Yeah, I think the worst thing about toxic mushrooms is that you don't, it's not, you don't get instantly dead. It takes a few hours for the toxic chemicals to get into your organs and start making your organs.
And usually by the time you know it, it's too late.
Way too late. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why? Why did the cows return to the marijuana field?
Tell us.
It was the pot calling the cattle back.
Oh, I like a good pun.
I've looked at love from both sides.
Yeah, Corey, but isn't it a bit sus that she's perfectly fine and didn't eat the food? If you're hosting a dinner party, surely you eat the same food that you serve up to your guests.
Which makes me think of what was that Monty Python movie? The Meaning of Life. When the Grim Reaper comes to the door and has everybody at the dinner party follow him, and the one guy in the back's going, "But I didn't eat any of the salmon." Sorry,
Classic.
that's my sick sense of humor. Nona says, my cousin served lamb and poisoned her guests. Every once in a while, there's somebody that eats the pepperfish dish, and guys from it, 'cause it wasn't made right. Hear about that every once in a while.
At least you know what you're
It was
getting
the
into.
canned salmon with the guy in the back of the line going, "But I didn't eat any of the salmon."
So, Sketty Nana, did your cousin eat the lamb too?
Like poison to death or poison to incredible sickness. Also, I definitely see what you're saying, Coro, but yeah, it's just a little bit sus that she's perfectly fine.
Fugu. Yep, fugu. That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't remember what it was called. Is fugu the pufferfish?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's the Nile puffer, the freshwater. I think.
No, it's the ocean one. The
Is it?
saltwater one. Yeah. The same one that dolphins get high off.
You're right.
You seen the dolphins where they toss
Oh,
it
yeah.
around
Yeah.
to get bent.
Toss a puffer between each other.
Yeah.
We used to do that in junior high. We toss a puffer around.
Yours was lit at one end though, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think
Cool.
the thing with fugu is that I think people go into that expecting that something could go horribly wrong, especially if you're doing it in like the back streets of Tokyo instead of in the fanciest restaurant you possibly can.
Yeah, that's like that poor lady that sued McDonald's or whatever, the old woman, because she got burned by the coffee. And people still call her, that's been 20 years.
Well, yeah, it's because McDonald's went on a campaign to make her look bad.
Right.
And they totally succeeded in it, when in reality, the lady was severely burned. She had to have skin grafts and everything.
Yes, she did. And she ended up dying from it eventually. So.
Yeah, and McDonald's went on a smear campaign to make everybody think it was a big joke, and people still do, but she was seriously burned. The coffee was over 300 degrees.
Yep.
But didn't they also now they reduce the temperature at which they serve their coffee because of that? I thought.
Yeah, because of the lawsuit. She only got like $80,000 or something, and her hospital bill was a couple million. Medicare don't play that or pay that either. So, Just saying.
Yeah, a lot of big companies have hella lawyers and PR departments. I know when I worked at Disneyland, I got to work one day and I was working at the Mexican restaurant, and I was walking through the back area and a lot of people were leaving. I didn't know what was going on. And when I got into work, they told me that that whole side of the park was shut down and I could either stay and get my hours or I could go ahead and go home. But what happened is right next to the restaurant was a roller coaster, and the front car came off the track inside of a dark cave and killed everybody that was in the front car. And it was, the news was shut down so fast, and Disneyland paid the parents of the kids like $1 million or a few $1 million each, and it just so briefly hit the news that everybody forgot about it right away.
Yeah, that's brutal when they do that shit.
Yep. But it was
Spitting
like
on
the front car came off the tracks, and this one kid had just graduated and was getting ready to go to college, and he was in the front car and he was killed instantly. But then the people that were injured, the ambulance people had a hard time getting to them because of the fact that it was inside of a dark tunnel that it happened. So, yeah. But like I say, it got shut down really quick where most people never even heard about it.
Sketty Nonna asks everyone if you could try a dangerous food or drug once, risk-free, what would it be? I'd probably
For me,
go
it'd
with
probably
food.
be the pufferfish thing. I think that'd be good.
Honestly.
I think that's what I would do. Okay, guys, I'm going to try this one more time because I really, really, really need to raise just a little bit more to make it to the post office with a bunch of stuff. I just am a little bit short. So we have this card here for $20. Opening bid or sell it for this. And it is female golden eyes. And I've also got this drawing here that I've had for a while that is a young bighorn sheep. And opening bid on that is $50. So basically, I would sell it for $50, whereas normally it's a $100 drawing. And then I've also got my goldfish butts, pearl scale goldfish butts.
People are saying they can't see you. Blow it up, please. And you got to bid on something for $35. But
Oh, Nona's bidding 35. What are you bidding 35 on, Nona? Okay, I'll blow up. Okay, so opening bid on this is $40 for the pearl scales. And then we've also got the young bighorn with opening bid of $50, and then we've got opening bid of $20 for the female golden eyes. The female golden eyes, Nona?
I thought I may be wrong, but I thought you'd sold that bighorn.
No, I never sold that. I sold the elk.
No, that's right. It was the elk.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But I've still got the bighorn. Okay, so we got an opening bid of $35 for the golden eye ducks.
Nice. They are very cute. And there's a movie named after them. A James Bond movie, no less.
mm-hmm.
Named after what?
The Golden Eyes.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie, so a lot of people toilet it.
Ah. Well, I'm going to say it's sold to Nona, and if you could send me an email with your mailing address, and Grasshopper will probably throw up my PayPal thing. And thank you very much, because like I said, I'm trying to scrape enough for to get to the post office with some stuff that I've had sitting here. So So that helps. That does help.
I think Nonna just likes getting things in the post.
Right.
Just keeps winning stuff.
Gosh. So what is
Okay. Okay, yeah, I probably do then, yeah. Let me double check and make sure.
I'm sure Blackie knows. Colombian devil's tongue. What would that be?
Colombian devil's tongue.
That's what Eldritch wants to try. Risk free.
Allow me to Google. Colombian devil's breath. Colombian devil tongue.
Oh, it's not pulling up in search, but I imagine if I look through the envelopes that I've got ready to go, I'll probably find it. So, oh, yep, I do have it. Yep, I just saw it. I'll have to add it to those. The start for the goldfish is $40.
All right. Who doesn't love getting things in the mail? That's what fuels capitalism. Where was the Colombian devil's tongue? Is that the tree, the angel's trumpet, or datura? Because
Aren't those poisonous? The trumpet flowers, aren't they poisonous?
Yeah, they're poisonous, but you can boil the flowers up and drink the liquid and get really messed up on it. But you can also
okay.
The biggest problem with them is because they've got such a glorious large flower that's available in at least white and yellow colors.
Yeah, yep.
They were a very popular plant that got taken all around the world because of their gorgeous flowers. And
it says they're bright, pendulous, and lethal.
Yeah, I think it was
Get down.
I think it was well after they were taken all around the world that it was discovered that you can get very messed up off them, and like Huawei says, potentially permanently messed up from them. I know
the other one is poppies. The poppies are, but I think, isn't the poppies what they get opium from, or am I mistaken?
No, that's correct.
Okay.
Opium's like really nice, but it's one of the best. Everyone should be on it. It's fantastic. Best high ever, but you wouldn't want to do it every day.
They closed all the opium dens down here.
Spoil sports.
Right.
Yeah, I know there's one dude that gets around my town. He's only, he's probably in his late 20s, early 30s, probably early 30s by these days. And he's gone very wrong in the head, and they say he's I don't know if it's hearsay or whatnot, but datura is claimed to be the cause of his permanent psychoses.
Oh.
One day I picked him up hitchhiking into town, and I was smoking a cigarette at the time, and he asked if he could roll a cigarette. So I said, yeah, man, go for it. And he rolled himself up a cigarette, and he just went, and it was gone in like 3 inhales.
Wow.
It just disappeared, and I was still on the one that I was halfway through when he got in the car. I was like, holy dooly, I'm not picking you up again, dude. But yeah, he's got this real particular lope about the way he walks, and his head's always tilted to one side. And yeah, he doesn't like. I mean, he talks, but he doesn't say a lot of logical, reasonable things. He just words come out and stuff. Oh, you used to grow the opium poppies, Sarah, did you? I think it's funny that the poppies are used as a symbol for one of our wars. We put your poppies on Remembrance Day, I think. But anyway, is that what we were talking about with Eldritch's, what did he call it again? I can't remember. Colombian Devil's Tongue. Is that the Datura or the Angel's Trumpet? Because yeah, when I googled Colombian Devil's Tongue, maybe because I spelt Columbia wrong. Now it's giving me a chili and a Datura. Chilies and Datura. Scopolamine. Yeah, like Huawei said, that's the drug I think that you get from the Datura. But yeah, they're such a pretty flower, and you see them in so many front yards around town here. But most people have them because they're just a pretty flower. They don't have them because they want to get messed up every night. Danger trumpet, yeah, that's right, Coro.
That was Sam's nickname in high school. Pendulous
Pendulous
and
and
dangerous.
lethal.
Yeah, dangerous.
Yeah, I remember heaps of well, not necessarily heaps, but people would talk about it in high school, and it certainly sounded tempting, but it also sounded very, very scary, the potential after effects. So I never messed with that one. You can get DMT from many things, I believe, Coro. I believe it's a base element in stacks and stacks of plant species, but it's got to be chemically produced the right way. And yeah, Nonna's right. Morning glory seeds can be used in the process to make acid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
Also,
I forgot about that.
there's processes I think that can be used on the roots as well in the process of ecstasy, which I guess the base ingredient is pretty similar to acid. And morning glories are another invasive weed around here that just everywhere. But they're very pretty, aren't they? They're another one. The flowers are so beautiful and stuff, and they climb through trees and make other trees look pretty and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, oleander. That's our friend, oleander.
Yes, they say don't drink from a creek that has oleander growing on the bank, because there's a potential that the water is going to be poisoned from seepage from the oleander. I think it's an African native, isn't it? Oleander.
I had some huge white ones when I lived in Florida around my front porch. Yeah.
Yeah, you think with all the processing to make different cultivars and different coloured flowers and whatnot, they could get the poisonous aspect out of it.
Damn it. Holly, haven't I put you down about 30 times?
Oh, I've got a copy of that book somewhere too on a hard drive. In my box full of old hard drives. I know. Even as kids, we used to talk about there was some part of the banana peel that you could dry out and smoke and get high off. Never tried it.
Gimpy.
Gympie's. Actually, I'm not sure what Gympie is, apart from that it's a town about 250 kilometers north of me that I lost my virginity in. On a school excursion. What's the Gympie? Don't know if I should Google it or just wait for Huawei to explain.
It'll make your head explode.
Cat says, "Oh, I thought you were a virgin."
I am. I got rechastened. No, I have children, Cat. Sorry to disappoint. I've done it a few times, a couple of times. Well, at least 4 times. I have 5 kids and 2 of them are twins.
Are your
So,
kids all boys, Blackie?
They are.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I made that decision when I was a young man, before I was even, I think maybe even before I lost my virginity. I was saying I'd only ever want to have boy kids, and because it is the male that decides the gender of their children,
Yep.
I'm fairly certain I manifested that in my mind, and then that manifested it physically that I would only have boys. And it worked.
Sarah, that's wrong. It's 2 left shoes.
Everyone knows what that ding dong means. I'll be back in a minute. Someone should sound cap that and put it to music as a drop.
It actually would make another good verse to I've looked at love from both sides now. There's only 5 verses. My blood sugar got low. I had to start eating. Sorry. Not sorry. No, it's genetic. The temperature of the testicles has to do with whether or not you're actually fertile or not. I had that idiot that argued with me that time. I'm a nurse, remember, about the female, the pH of the female's vagina is what determines the sex of the child. And I'm like, holy Jesus, we're not reptiles. He argued and argued that on the live stream. Where's Vic? Hey, Vic. Vic, babe. Cuties.
Hey, Vic.
I thought the temperature determined whether the pee, oh, I spit my food on that one, was started in the balls or the bladder. I don't know about that. I'm not that advanced. Hey, June.
Hey, June.
That would do it, Sarah. Vic says at Punchy Paints, gravity isn't real. The world just sucks.
Yep, yep.
We used to ask each other when we were little, like if you lost a game or a race or something, which you'd rather do, drink a bottle of snot or slide down a giant razor blade. What would you do, Pam?
I don't know.
Our world is an island surrounded by one ocean. Oh, I guess if you drank the snot first, but if you do the razor blade first, no way you're going to be able to stay together. I agree with that, Coral. Hey, Michael. Pam, you're going to run your bill up
Gonna run what bill up?
OnlyFans.
Oh,
I see you keep going in and out of my live stream. Monica Lynn's up posting stuff this week.
Tonight I am working on Blackie's puppy. We're at 2.5 hours. Yeah, I know. Today's the last stream I have before my time rolls over, so I'm fine. So whenever we're ready to quit, we will. But I was hoping to make enough so where I can go to the post office and get the rest of the stuff shipped out. So I should. Let's see. Sketty Nona is gonna buy this one. And then I've also got for sale, I've got the pearl scale butts.
We can't see it.
Sure you can.
That's what they're saying.
They are not saying that.
I'm saying it for them.
Okay, pearl scale butts. Which is about 4x5. An opening bid would be $40 on that. And then I've still got this one. The young bighorn sheep. An opening bid on it, it's 5x7, and the opening bid would be $50. And that's what I've got left for sale tonight. Like I say, I'm trying to raise enough to where I can get to the post office. So that's what I got.
Do you want to see my drawing?
Yes, I do.
It's not as exquisite as some of the pieces I've done. But like I said,
Oh, I like that, Bob. That's really cool.
It could be a Joni Mitchell album cover. For sure.
And Nona says 95 for both. And you know what? I would accept that unless somebody wants to bid higher, because that, along with the 35, would definitely be enough to get me to the post office. So, yep. Then I could ship them all together. Exactly.
You can take me down.
No.
You better.
Yeah.
You're gonna get demonetized.
Give me a chance to get there.
You're about to get demonetized. You better.
Sketty with a strong bid.
Yeah.
So let's see how this plays out. Yep. And that makes me happy because, like I say, I can definitely get to the post office. So I'm going to wear my compression socks to bed tonight. So hopefully when I get up in the morning, I can just slip my shoes right on.
What's the 5 for? Shipping.
I would say if nobody else is going to bid, then Nona can have that for 95. So she's got some solid artwork coming because she bought the golden eyes for 35 as well. So, and I can go to the post office. Yay! What would Bob's OnlyFans be called?
What was that last term that Huawei was talking about?
So Nona, I would say that's sold to Nona. Congratulations. Yeah, you got That's going to be some good art you got coming your way.
Nice. Oh, good day, Mike.
Very nice.
Sorry.
I don't know what would my OnlyFans be called. I have one, but y'all I can't find it.
Well,
Sure.
you used to come on screen as the Codfather,
Yeah,
so I could think of adding a couple of letters and taking one away.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Pendulous or lethal, or more pendulous and more lethal.
Penduluser and lethaler.
Are you trying to look me up, Coro? I'll send you a link. How come you're not showing that shirt? Bob's Stuffed Buns? No.
5% off if you use the code Blackie.
Come here, one. Oh.
Which ones did Nonna get?
She got all of them.
Oh,
She bought the bighorn and the goldfish for $95, and then the ducks for $35.
no choice. Well done, Skitty Nonna.
Bob's beans on toast.
I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow.
That would be another good verse too for both sides now. What are you doing, Worm? What the hell? What?
No, it's still on special, Huawei. That's pretty choice. That's a great time to get shirts. And Scungy's
Stop it.
she's always said that she's not in the t-shirt biz to make money. So, don't worry about her not getting profit and stuff. Just get yourself a Scungy shirt.
Beans on toast is a good one.
Oh, Huawei, you said earlier did you get your shirt delivered today? I can't remember which one you ordered.
That's what he said earlier, was that it was delivered today.
I keep trying to get him to model it, but he won't come up.
I only want to see him take it off.
It's that kind of stream. Oh, definitely, Sarah. I always get comments on the two I've got. Sarah's shirts.
I don't necessarily get comments, but I think that might be because I don't necessarily look like a very approachable person when I'm out in public, but I definitely notice people's eyeballs looking at my tits, which is generally where the design sits.
That's not related at all, probably.
Potentially, they might just be looking at my massive man tits.
Yeah.
I reckon
get that sometimes too.
I reckon I'm sitting on about a C cup at the moment. They're pretty big.
There's a lot of perverts out there, Blackie.
Yeah, there is. Oh, that's right, electric blue. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that design heaps. Especially the way she took the original work and made it into the blue for the t-shirt design. Pardon me.
You didn't happen to ask her if I owe her money, did you, Blackie?
I didn't, but I can.
Well,
Look, I sent her a love heart like 30 minutes ago, and she still hasn't seen it. So potentially, if I send her another message, she might see my love heart in the message, as well as me asking about you.
yeah, the amount and what it's for. New local Austin Michael. My tits look great in those shirts. Solid fabric.
I don't know if I can wiggle them right. Oh, yeah, the faces on my shirt are wiggling.
Yep. That's not the faces, Blackie. That are wiggling.
That's like that thing in The Simpsons when Homer's getting his
Yes.
weight checked or something, and Dr. Hibbert slaps him, and that's we wait and see how long it takes. And it just keeps going. Nice. I'll take all the cash I can get, Kat, at the moment.
Pam, will you email a PayPal request for payment to Sarah?
Yes, I will. I will do that before I go to bed tonight, or I'll do it right now.
Oh, there's her PayPal. As if I owe Sarah $50, that's what I'm thinking it is. But that may not have shipping either. So yeah, I want to be sure. A 50 will be what, $742 in Australian money.
Approximately, yeah. Give or take $7. Yeah, I go side to side. Cat, the truffle shuffle, I believe, was up and down from Goonies fame. Cat might not be old enough to remember the Goonies and the truffle shuffle.
Wow, that's been a minute. It was a great movie.
For some reason, I just had the cone heads flashing in my head. Remember the cone heads, Bob?
Oh yeah,
From Saturday Night Live?
that's been a minute too.
Yep, it has.
Wasn't that one of the first sketches that went on to be a movie from Lorne Michaels Productions or whatever they're called?
I'm not sure.
Probably.
I think that was the
Oh
first
man,
one.
new local Austin. We've had more rain here this summer than I swear to God than we've had in the last 5 years put together. Now last summer it started 1st of June, it got hot and it stayed hot. All it's miserable. This summer we've been having thunderstorms and thunderstorms and thunderstorms.
Okay,
The ground is constantly wet. And yeah, we've definitely had some extra rain. Now, I really want to show this to you, Blackie, but you got to remember it's not done yet.
I don't want to see it yet.
You don't want to see it yet?
Yeah, I'm totally riveted by the suspense and the anticipation.
Oh, okay. Then I will wait.
Cool.
Nobody has to see it yet.
I mean, if Bob's dying to see it, you can send him a picture of it in a personal message, but not in our group chat.
Yeah.
I always love to see her art, and I love dogs. So, but don't, Pam. Don't send it.
Okay.
I'll write out the suspense too.
Okay. Well, I'm almost done with the head, and the rest of it will go fairly fast because the head was the hardest part for me to figure out because I wanted to get just a touch of color in there.
Yeah. No, don't send it to me.
If someone wants to donate $40 to Pam through PayPal, me and Bob will both do the truffle shuffle.
I'm
The
not
truffle
shaking.
shuffle.
I'm not shaking my tits for just $40.
Okay, 50, 55. I'm pretty sure I've had mine out on one of my live streams before, so you know they're out there if you really want to see them. Ugh.
Sarah's asking what kind of dog your dog was.
He was a Jack Russell mini Foxy cross, 3/4 Jack Russell, 1/4 mini Foxy.
It's a cutie.
He was such a good boy, and he's buried in the ground just over there. We still have to make like a nice marker because he's buried right against a fence post where we can stick something up in memory of him.
Aw.
What's a truffle tuber?
Okay, I'm making an invoice for Sketty Nona.
Here's a good girl. It's that princess. She's a purebred good girl. That's what kind she is. You know, it's taken a whole year for this dog to really enjoy being petted, and she's always liked to be near me, but I don't know what kind of hell she went through her whole 10 years before I got her, but
It's probably best not to know, isn't it?
yeah. The man that was bringing the two of them to the ark, the other one he said ran away, and I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry. What the screw? Granny. We kept hoping he'd bring her brother. Yeah. She's a good girl.
He was Nonna. He was a very smart little boy.
Terriers are the smartest for sure. Except you, Granny. Except you, Granny. Look at that face. She's my baby. Baby. All right. Who is that comedian? Damn, I name out. It's actually a lady's name, but what is that guy's name? You see him on Joe Rogan a lot. I named my Brazilian rainbow boa after him, and I can't even remember her name right now. But he's got a thing out that's going around now, a short reels or something. He says, you know what? It's like in the studio on his show. He's doing a tour right now, too. What is his name? Theo something, and it's Church of Theo that he has as his show. But he's
Theo Von.
Yeah, Theo Von. Yeah, that's the guy. I love him.
Yep.
Anyway,
You're mixing your stuff up though. The Church of What's Happening Now is Joey Diaz, and Theo Von's is This Past Weekend podcast.
well, I thought I get a thing from Theo Von because I don't watch the other one that says Church of Theo Von. I know who Joey is, but I don't watch him anymore. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, he's a bit much, Joey Diaz.
Yeah, Theo has a thing going around right now, a meme or something that says, you know what's awesome? And he takes his ear things off and says, you know, when you just pet a dog and it'll stay there. Damn, then he'll take his thing and he goes on about how a dog that just stays there when you pet it's awesome. And that is awesome.
He's got one of the most interesting minds in comedy. I love the way Theo thinks.
He really, really does. And some of the shit he says, he's not nearly as old as me. I think probably 25, 30 years younger. But some of the things he says, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I remember that in the neighborhood for sure.
His most recent episode, which I think just came out today, he's got Ric Flair on as his guest, the old wrestler
Oh,
from the 80s and
yes.
90s.
Haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I think Joe Rogan really likes him because I think he started out kind of on there. I don't know. But he used to have him on a whole lot more than he is now. But he's just been doing a U.S. tour, selling out all these shows.
Yeah, he's very popular. G'day, Ozzy. Welcome back, Cragos.
Yeah, so
Hey, Cragos, we got a winner on that egg. Just getting on, I won it. I emailed Belle, but I might as well tell you since you're here.
Princess is a purebred good girl.
Also, Theo Von was guest bear on Two Bears, One Cave this week with Tom Segura.
Haven't seen that either. Damn.
It was a pretty funny episode. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Theo, and I just love the way his brain works. He's he gets to and says the most amazing concepts.
I like the way that he wriggles out of things sometimes too. I can't think of anything specific, but he always has a comeback, or if somebody's, says that's racist or something, he'll say, "Oh, hell no," and he's just really funny. He's really intelligent.
They did quite a long bit on Two Bears, One Cave about racist stuff.
okay.
It was quite fun. Worth a watch.
Well,
No worries, Nonna.
I didn't get to see the egg, the rock thing. So I'll be curious to see that.
To see which?
The thing that she won, that you're giving her, that you're getting from Craig. Is it like that shape? I mean, I got that from him and Belinda.
It's egg shaped.
Egg shaped. You said that. Never mind. Damn it.
If you go to Craig's, I'm not sure. Craig, have you done any live streams today yet? If Craig hasn't done any live streams today, just go back to his most recent live stream from last night, Australia time. It's right towards the end was where he was giving it away. They were giving it away, sorry.
How do I do that?
Well, the rat carted the rat trap away, did it, Cragos?
Oh my God, I've had that happen before. We moved into a house one time, and it was all like we moved quite a ways, so all the moving and like paying the first and last month's rent and all that stuff was like done without ever seeing the house. And the landlord told us it was like way out in the country. And the landlord told us when we got there, she said that the people that they had kicked out that rented it before had a bunch of cats in the back room, and it was kind of a mess. And I thought, well, how much of a mess can cats make? But okay. So we get there, and we start unloading the U-Haul, and I realized that she hadn't said cats. She had said calves. They had calves in the back room of the house. So there was hay and feed and all kinds of crap in the back storage room where they had calves. So I got it cleaned up, and it was like a storage pantry type thing area, in the back. And that's where the mess had been. And I quickly realized when I started using it for storage that there was rats. There was rats, which I'm sure had something to do with the calves being back there.
Yeah.
So I put out some traps for them, and the first night, one of the traps totally disappeared. It was gone.
Hmm.
And then we had to deal, like for the next month, we had to deal with the smell of a dead rat back in the walls somewhere
Bugger.
till it aired out. Yeah.
Lucky it doesn't last too many weeks.
Yeah. But it does stink. It does stink.
Long
But
G'day,
the other time
James.
I had to deal with the rats is we had moved into this place in Portland, this little house. My my youngest daughter's father, Paul, he got this house from okay, I'm gonna tell you the story because nobody's gonna know who he is and stuff anyway. But he was working for this guy that moved houses, this company that moved houses, as in they would like jack up a house and move it down the road, you know, and take it somewhere else and then put it in all the plumbing and stuff. And I was a good plumber, so that's, you know, besides the manual labor of like actually moving the house, he also like would redo all the plumbing and stuff and get the house hooked back up to water and all that kind of crap. So, but this guy had bought a couple motels and moved them into this empty lot in Portland, and he was planning on making like 1-bedroom apartments out of it. But he didn't get around to it, and the city started fining him. Like it was over $1,000 a day fine that he was getting because these buildings were just sitting there. And my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, also worked for the same guy. And we were living in Scappoose with my mom looking for a place to rent. And then one night, Al told me, he says, well, I got to go stay with Bob and your sister because we got to get up early in the morning to do a job. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever. And then I was sitting there watching the news late that night with my mom, and these old motels had caught on fire. And they were like, it was like 4 fire trucks there putting out the fire and stuff. And the next day, my boyfriend told me that the guy that owned the company was giving us this house in Portland to rent for free for as long as we wanted and as long as he worked for him. I was like, okay, wow. But anyway, so we got this house, and the first night that we were there, we were sleeping and heard this horrendous noise in the kitchen. And Al jumped up and ran, and he looked, and he came back to bed, and he said, oh, it's okay. Some mice grabbed the garbage bag and were trying to drag it behind the refrigerator. I was like, that's not a mouse. Mice can't drag a full garbage bag back behind the refrigerator. So I had to start putting out rat traps, and I caught like 6 or 7 of them. And they're so nasty. When you put out a rat trap, that's just like a giant mouse trap, and you catch a rat in it, there's like blood goes out of their mouths and ears and stuff all over the floor. And it's like really gross. It's really gross, but I did catch them all. But anyway, yeah, that was the story with the strange fire at the hotel. And then us getting a house, and my sister and brother-in-law got enough money to remodel their kitchen as some kind of a little bonus that they got. Can you believe that?
Nice.
A little bit of compensation.
Yeah, maybe. It's like, okay, guys, I'm not stupid, you know.
Bit
They
of
thought
hush
they were pulling
money,
one
as it
over on
were.
me. Huh?
A bit of hush money, perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah.
It's hard to get hush money these days, you know it.
No one wants to keep things hush. They want to bloody out everything.
That's it. I went through college on hush money. Marty told me I can spell her name wrong. She said only you and me leave off the E. So it's not wrong when I leave the E off. Right, Marty?
What's she been drinking, Marty? Didn't Marty say she's been drinking something? I done drank some.
So are you working on a drawing, Blackie?
Yeah, I've been continuing to use this incredibly fine pen to make more lines on my thing. I don't think it's changed very much, though.
Oh, flight of ideas. When I copied and pasted that Sketty Nona looked at a house where they kept llamas in the basement, did it let me repost it? Did anybody notice?
I didn't notice.
It's right above where she says, I saw a pic of it laying down in the dark with glowing eyes.
Sketty Nona looked at a house where they kept llamas in the basement. Yes, that's in there.
Yeah, so you can actually copy and paste comments.
Oh,
I just thought I'd try what
llamas
the
in
heck.
the basement. That's kind of like the calves in the back room, huh?
Yeah, but since we can't highlight Blackie, we can copy and paste and help Pam out like that, you know. Right?
Yeah.
Pam?
Mm-hmm.
I have had a crush on Bob, but I am not worthy. You know, I almost moved down there once, Marty. Almost.
Did you read what Marty just said, though?
Yeah. Had a crush on Bob? That part? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I almost moved down to Florida. But it's too damn hot for old people. But I am honored. It's mutual, that's for sure. You'll have to go to the Ark and get adopted. There you go. It's not hard either, apparently. Got a house full of them. Love me. Sam, I'm through with you. You know that. When you said that Worm had a face that looked like it was fighting itself, that was the last straw.
Are you sitting on your phone, Bob?
I am not. And I'm not holding it funny either.
Okay, now I hear you. You were kind of muffled, like something was on top of the speaker.
Well, there was, but I wasn't sitting on it. I need animals. Oh my God, you're not old. Y'all look on Marty's Facebook page and see how pretty she is and her daughter. Two cats are way spoiled. Oh God, these five are rotten. Rotten, rotten. Do y'all want to see a whole bunch more baby mice that I have nothing to do with? Two more
What have you?
batches.
Are your mouse babies already breeding?
Oh my God, they're not breeding. They're popping babies out. Let me turn this around. I've got two batches, maybe more. I'll probably with 10 batches tomorrow. Let me turn this around. Somehow. Settings.
So the first generation will not be food, but the second generation will be?
Pam, will you blow the thingy up? Can you
Yeah.
blow me up, Pam?
Just a second here, I'm getting there.
Hurry up, damn it. So that's one batch, and I don't know who Mama is. So you got tiny, tiny. I think there's like 6 or 8 of those. And then there's another batch down there. I don't know if we'll see them. I threw them a paper towel thing in there. And I think the mom's got them back there, the one that's facing us. But they're like all taken care of them, you know. I fed them extra so they wouldn't eat their babies. Oh yeah, I see some pink ones back there with that mouse.
Wild. And what are they? They're not even 4 weeks old yet,
Uh,
or
no,
about 4 weeks.
the babies are more than that. They're like 10 weeks or something.
Oh,
But these
righto.
guys were just born today.
Wild.
And I may have others on the way because they're all the same age. So they probably all look at them just looking out of their little house down there. Wait till we drop our babies. There's the mama, and look how fat she is. So she's probably pregnant too.
Looks at those hips look miles apart. She's probably dropping them tonight.
She's the original mommy. And there's the little rat, little wild rat. I guess we can't see him. There he is. And the one that they wouldn't accept. Those guys are buds. I hope they're not a pair though. So Pam, you'll definitely be getting some. Hey, pretty lady. Perfect camo. Look at that. You'll definitely be getting some rats in the mail, Pam. Some mice.
Will they be alive when shipped or
Yeah.
frozen?
And look at this. This is one. This is one from the store that's been in there almost a week. There were 2 of them, and I took one out and gave it to the Rainbow Boy, and he got it immediately. But they have no interest at all in that mouse. Neither snake in there.
Both of those guys seem completely oblivious of one another.
Yeah. Yeah, he's wanting something to eat. I better throw him a rat biscuit in there. He's hungry. And they need water. Hey girl, that's my baby there. She's the sweetest snake. Here she comes.
Very pretty.
She really is a pet. That mouse has already got that biscuit. And Princess is like, what the hell? Somebody got a biscuit? Biscuit? Okay, thanks, Pam. How many can I send to you, Blackie? Put you down for?
Can you saute them and send them in dry ice so I can eat them myself?
I guess. Whatever it takes. Get them the hell out of here. There we go. I gotta plug in. Phone is
Getting on it. Does anyone remember the cat cartoon from the 80s? One has a cat singing about nibbling on tiny mice feet.
I don't remember that.
What was that on?
It says a cartoon from the 80s.
Oh no. I was a grown middle-aged man by then.
Well, I was a kid watching cartoons, but I can't remember that one. Maybe it didn't make its way down here.
I don't remember that one either. And I was a mother watching cartoons because the kids had cartoons on all the time. So
I didn't see cartoons. I was too hungover from the disco, don't you know? Don't you know? That worm. That disco business.
What do you mean, Marty? Blackie would be the best man. The best man at whose wedding?
Let's get Milo. Come on, Milo. Oh boy.
Wait, didn't we work out it was madness? Or was it pandemonium? Cats and dogs living together. We did it the other day on my stream. Something about the Ghostbusters quote.
I don't know, but I know that during the time when my kids were growing up, there was a lot better cartoons than there was when I was growing up.
You think?
Yeah, when I was growing up, it was like the Flintstones and
The Jetsons.
Jetsons, yeah, and
Captain
Billy
Caveman.
Dog, and the Roadrunner cartoons, and yeah,
Huckleberry
which were
Finn
really
show.
good. But then when my kids growing up, it was stuff like South Park and The Simpsons.
Primal, that one I was banging on about the other day. I finished that. I don't know whether it was last night or the night before last, and when it finished, I had tears running down my face. It was beautiful. Cartoons can make adult men cry.
Sure can.
Pinky and the Brain. Remember Pinky and the Brain?
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Ren and Stimpy.
And Dexter. Yeah, there was a lot of, like, when my kids were growing up there was a lot more adult humor in the cartoons than there was when I was a kid.
The Venture Brothers, one of my favorite shows, animated or real. They've just put a Venture Brothers movie out. Their original goal was to finish up the Venture series with this movie, but apparently it opens up the potential for another season. But it's $20 to buy it off Amazon down here, so it is my favorite. So I'm probably going to invest that $20 and watch it tonight. There's no sports on, no Formula One on for another 3 or 4 weeks, so got to find something to watch.
Okay, well, I think, what do you guys think? Should we call it? We've been streaming for 3 hours.
Yeah, because the sun has dropped behind the tree line now, and the breeze coming through my area is Baltic.
Yep, and my house is starting to get cold. It's like, I can't believe it's the first part of August and it's actually getting cold at night here. It's going to be like in the 40s tonight, but it never got above 70 today because of all the thunderstorms that we had rolling through one after another.
You better enjoy it, Pam.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty, that's so nice of you to say.
I'm actually, like I say, last summer it was so blasted hot all summer long, and this summer it's been relatively cool, which is kind of nice. But we've had definitely in the last 2 months we've had more moisture than we had all winter long with the snow. So, and I was actually worried because we didn't get that much snow, and I was afraid that we were going to end up like in major fire season without having the snow. But we've had enough rain to where there's no fire danger right now. So
yeah, I'm a bit concerned how our summer's going to go this year because we had such a mild one last summer. I think we're going to get a brutal one this summer.
Yes, Marty.
I hope you're on your knee when you typed that, Fish Dreams, because that's an official proposal.
Right.
So I'm not going to show you guys my drawing. You can see the back of it. That's it. Got to be a surprise. And Bob showed us his, and he's laying down, so I'm not going to make us see it again. And so I'm going to blow up black ink. And that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
I think they're down here. These were the last bits I was working on.
Nice.
Kind of looks like offal.
You showed that almost as fast as Wale showed his art.
So I
I'll
think
go
we
back and
will.
watch.
I think we'll tell everybody good night. And thank you for coming in. And thank you,
Thanks.
Sketty Nona. And I know you're going to love this stuff. I know
Thanks,
you're
Kat.
going to love it. And that makes me really happy because I can go to the post office and get all that off the back of my mind. Make me feel a lot better. So I'm going to tell everybody good night and thank you, mods. And good night, everybody.
Thanks for having us up, and
Night.
congratulations on selling those things. Well done, Sketty Nona, too, for getting that rock from me. I mean, from Craig. Via me.
Oh, yeah, she's going to have lots of stuff in the mail, huh?
That's awesome. Yeah.
She's going to be sat next to the mailbox for the next 2 weeks, eagerly waiting for stuff to pop up.
And Kat says, Blackie, say hi to Sarah from us. And that's, yep.
Will do, Kat. Hopefully, she's planning on going to the drawing group that she used to always go to tomorrow, and then
very
fingers
nice.
crossed, because it's in the next town over. Fingers crossed she comes and visits me afterwards.
Very good. I'm going to ask you really quick. Are you having anything with the virus going on in Australia? Because it seems to be reemerging pretty hard right now here. There was even a early wine family reunion scheduled for about, I think, next weekend, and they canceled it because too many people have the virus again.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard of any like massive outbreaks or anything down here, but once it starts somewhere and people are traveling all around the planet, it doesn't take long.
That sounds sus, Pam. Sounds like they just didn't want your ass there.
You think? That totally could be, but no, I've been hearing it. And then I heard somebody else on Facebook was saying that they had it again, or their husband had it again. So I think it's starting to go around again. There's probably a new, they don't talk about it so much anymore, but it's probably a new
strain
hitting everybody again. Yeah. So be careful out there, peoples.
Yeah, and
I'm going to say goodnight.
Get your damn flu shots, people that get them. It's time.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. And thank you for the, what do you call the crew, the rewatching crew?
Yeah.
Replay team 6.
Replay team, yes. Yes. Thank you guys, too. And we will see you later, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.